Now in this lecture, we are going to solve second question. We are going to address or discuss second question. Should company try to delight the customer? Should company try to delight the customer? So first question which we have taken earlier, I'll show you just the first question. What does service marketer do if customer expectation are unrealistic? So if the customer expectation are unrealistic, then ask the customer first of all, take understand what are their expectation. If you can deliver it, then it is good. If you cannot deliver it, admit it. And if you are going to provide that in the future, then tell them that we will provide them in the future. Many times customer are not understanding your services which you are providing, so educate customer about your services. Then uh, then uh, if you if you improve your services in the future, then immediately inform the customer that we have improved, we have added that particular services which you require, and you have to immediately communicate, and you can avail those services, you can purchase those services. So if customer has unrealistic expectation, first of all ensure that your understanding is correct. If you have not understood, do research, survey, understand it. Many times it is found that customer expectations are simple and basic and fundamentals, and they are not fancy expectation. So most of the expectation you can fulfill. Yes, some expectation will be always there that you cannot fulfill. Try to admit it, try to inform the customer in advance that these expectation we can meet, and some expectation which cannot be met from our services. uh, if you are not sure that you know exact expectation of the customer, do customer survey, do customer research, do contact lead directly to the customers and understand it. But if you ask them and if you don't work on them, it will be dangerous. So this we have learned about the when customer expectation are unrealistic. And we have studied this question. We are studying these questions in issues involving in customer service expectation. So first issue is, what does a service marketer do if the customer expectations are unrealistic? And that we have addressed in the last lecture. And in the second question is, should a company try to delight the customer? So shall we go and delight the customer? What is the is it good strategy to delight the customer? So answer for this is yes. Some consultant they say that if you delight the customer, you will get competitive advantage. So to get the competitive advantage, you must delight the customer. That is the opinion of some of the customer consultant. But it is not always right. Customer delight is profoundly what is customer delight? So first of all we have to define what is customer delight. Customer delight is profoundly positive emotional state of satisfaction. So something which is beyond satisfaction, if you get services beyond your satisfaction, and which is not expected at that particular point of time, which is more than your expectation, then that services are called they are providing customer delight. There are three categories of service features. First category is must services, second category is satisfied services, and third category is delight services. So each service has three layers. At the core, the basic services are there which should be available, which are functional. So these basic services are called must services. After that, we have one more level, that is satisfiers. Satisfiers are the features which will satisfy the customer, or these features if you add, customer will be more satisfied. So these are satisfied, and there are one more level, that is customer delight. If you add a few more services which is not expected by the customer, and which are pleasant surprises for the customers, after which customer will be very happy, and customer normally don't expect these services, then they are called delight services. Example, if you take admission in a school, The merged services will be, you will get a faculty, you will get a syllabus, you will get normal lectures, you will allow to give examination, you will be given that particular mark sheet or degree. So that is the merged services for any school. But satisfier will be audio visual uh, uh, equipments. So that school which is, if the school is using audio equipments, video equipments which are very helpful to study, then these are satisfiers which are, you don't expect, but school that have school has additionally given that particular services, so you are satisfied fully with that particular services. uh, in addition to that, if that particular school gives you free meal, or if that school welcome you on the day one with some gifts, so that is delight for you, that you have not expected, that is surprise for you. You are very happy, you are pleasantly surprised, so that is called customer delight. So that is the example which we have seen admission, while admission in a school, what services are merged services, what services are satisfier services, and what services are delight services. So we were talking about, should a company try to delight the customer? Should a company try to delight the customer? So yes, after delight, customer will again come back to you. They will be your loyal customer. They'll again and again purchase from you. That is the benefit of the customer delight. But in addition to that, we have to take a lot of efforts. There is a lot of cost involving in the delighting the customer. If you want to delight the customer, you have to give some more service features. And if you want to give more service feature, there is a cost involved in that. You have to take a lot of efforts. So we have to do cost benefit analysis, whatever customer is paying, and is it feasible for us to provide these additional service features or benefits. And after that, if we are getting more profit, or our profit is increasing, or our profit is decreasing after giving those services, by which customer will be delighted. After after delight, customer expectation will increase in the future. So it will not happen that after giving few services by which customer will delight, customer will stop expecting more services. Customer will start expecting more and more services in the future also. And in the future, it will be difficult for you. If there is any problem, then it will be difficult for you for each and every time to fulfill the customer expectation, to satisfy the customer and to delight the customer. Customer will started expecting same service from all the players in the industry. Some more problem is that One more problem is that customer will start expecting the same kind of services from all the players in the industry. So all the players in the industry, they have to provide such a services if they want to survive. And profit for all the companies will decrease in the industry, and industry will not survive. Industry players in the industry will not survive. All the profit for all the players will be decreased, and industry profit or industry market size will be decreased in the future. So there are some advantages, and there are some disadvantages for the customer delight that we have seen now. Profit with the customer delight is, customer become loyal customer, they will do repeat purchases from you. But the problem is more additional cost is involved in that. You have to do cost benefit analysis, and every time you may not able to fulfill those expectation of the customers. And problem is that not only your profit will decrease, the other players which are in that particular industry, they will also have to provide the same services. Then there will be a lot of competition, cutthroat level competition. It will be difficult for you, and your competitors will survive, and the profit margin will decrease for all the players in the industry. There is a one good example in the current scenario, like telecom sector. In telecom sector, customers, Reliance Jio started delighting the customers. So every other player, they started delighting the customer. So most of the companies, they cannot able to afford to provide such a services. And the most of the companies like Uninor, Aircel, they close their offices, they close their business. And the profit for Reliance Jio, Airtel and Vodafone Idea also decrease. and there is a very difficult situation now in telecom sector to survive. So that is very good example which we can relate to this uh, question. So we are going to see this whatever we have discussed now in detail. Some management consultants urge service companies to delight customers to gain a competitive edge. So some consultant may think that if you delight the customer, you will get competitive advantage. Delight The delight that they refer to is a profoundly positive emotional state that results from having one's expectation exceeded to surprising degree. So when you give more and more services at less price, that time customer is pleasantly surprised, and customer is not expected that particular type of services from you, and positive uh, 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 because of positivity from company side, because of additional features, customer will be happy, he will be more than satisfied, and he will be delighted. A way that managers can conceive of delight is to consider product and service features in terms of concentric ring. So normally there are three rings or three levels of the uh, customer expectation for the particular service features. So at the core, at the first level, we have basic services, uh, which we call must services. After that, if you add some more services, it will be because of that customer will be satisfied. And if you still keep on adding more services, then customer will be delighted. The innermost attribute central to the basic function of the product or service is called must. So at the core, at the level one, we have must services, which are basic fundamental services, because of which you will satisfy your basic needs. Then there is a provision. Their provision is not particularly noticeable, but their absence would be. So if you have basic fundamental services, if you are providing, customer will definitely require that, and it will not be noticeable because everybody is providing that. But if you don't provide the basic services, if there is any problem in providing basic services, then there will be dissatisfaction. So basic services should be present in any services. Then after that you have a satisfier level 2, or uh, after must, you have one more level, that is satisfier. Satisfier are the features in addition to basic features, and they will increase your satisfaction. After that, we have one more level, that is a delight. If you have uh, many features, if your service provider or company is providing lot of features, you some of the features you have not expected even to get. So that is called delight. Suppose uh, uh, you booked the Ola cab, and in that cab you also got the tab, or you also got the newspaper, or you also got the mineral water to drink. So you will be delighted because you not expected those things. There is an example, like if you have taken admission for the school, then normal classes which are going on, availability of the faculty, availability of the room, availability of the syllabus, availability of the class lectures, these are basic functions that you require. These are the must at level 1. And at level 2 satisfier, you will have good audio visual aids. If you have good audio equipments, video equipments, then you will be satisfied because you will learn more. Then at the third level, if that school is also giving you free textbook, free cookies, or free lunch on day 1, then it will be delight for you because you have not expected, but still you got that. So that is the basic concept. What is delight? Delighting customer may seem like a good idea and can lead to repeat purchasing and customer loyalty. So what happens because of delight is you get customer loyalty, and customer will start purchasing again and again from you. But this level of service provision comes with the extra efforts and extra cost to the firm. So if we want to give more features, more services, then it definitely involve cost, efforts, time. So therefore, the benefits of providing delight must be weighed. So you have to calculate how much cost you have to pay for providing delight or more service features to the customer. Among the considerations are the staying power and competitive implications of delight. So if you delight the customer, customer will have more attention toward your services. So staying and you will also get the competitive advantage. So staying power is how long delight impact will maintain the customer's attention. If it is short, it is not useful. If it may not be worth. If it is long, then it is useful. The research indicates that delighting customer does in fact raise the customer expectation and make it more difficult for the company to satisfy customers in the future. So the problem with the delight that if you delight the customer at one point of time, then customer also start expecting that type of services again and again in the future. So in the future you will start spending more money, you will have to take more efforts, you have to spend more time to delight the customer. So it is very difficult to earn more profit with delighting the customer. The competitive implications of the delight relates to its impact on expectation of the other firms in the same industry. So there will be a competition in that particular industry. Everybody will try to outsmart other company, and your profits will keep on decreasing. Like it happened in the telecom sector, everybody started decreasing the price of the prepaid packages. So what they were doing, they were decreasing their profits. At the end, only three big organization could survive. Most of the organization perish. So there is a that is the problem we have seen in the telecom sector, in Indian telecom sector. That is a problem that we are discussing while delighting the customer. If you were offered that free textbook in one of your classes, you might then expect to receive one in each of your classes. So if suppose you have taken admission to the MBA, if for the marketing management, if you have received the if you are for the marketing management, if you have received free textbook, so you will also expect that for the HR, for the finance, for the economics, for all the other classes also we should receive free textbook. All firms may be hurt due to the delay because of their cost increase in the profit and profit decrease. So as we have seen in the Indian telecom sector, most of the telecom companies, they close their business because their profit decreases due to the competition. Everybody started delighting the customer and their profit decreases, their cost increase. The implication is that if the company choose to delight, they should do so in areas that cannot be copied by the firms. So if you want to survive in particular industry and if you want to delight the customer, make sure that your competitor should not copy that particular service feature. If competitor can copy that particular features, then there will be cutthroat level competition, and because of lot of competition going on in that particular industry, profit will be decreased for all the players and it will be difficult to survive in that particular industry. I will give you again example. There are if you see the petroleum industry, we have Indian oil, Bharat Petroleum, Reliance, then we have Hindustan Petroleum, then we have Shell Petroleum. So everybody, if they start decreasing the price to attract the customer for the petrol, then everybody will incur losses. Customer will definitely benefit due to it, no doubt. But if the organization have a cutthroat level competition to decrease the prices and delight the customer, then nobody will earn more profit, and at the last, very few organization will survive. So that is the problem with the delighting the customer that we have discussed uh, in this under this question. So thank you so much, and in the next lecture we'll take one more question.